New goalkeeper. Are we yet to see a good and new goalkeeper at the club? Arsenal, Brentford. Is Brentford definitely going to release David Raya? There is a big possibility today. What is happening? Today, it might be, there is big chance that it's going to be a deal day today. We definitely are going to be seeing quite a lot that is happening today. Also, do not forget that we're also going to be talking about yet another interesting talent, Mohammed Kudus. Mohammed Kudus, who has been and still is a very good midfielder. He could be coming to the club Arsenal to play alongside Bukayo Saka. Stick around for more. Hello everyone, and thank you for being part of the Arsenal chapter. And please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to, as long as this sports and as long as this Arsenal related, right about here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your number one host, Abu KALS. I'm definitely right here to bring to you the latest straight as it comes in. So all Arsenal fans are definitely very excited today about news that goalkeeper news, and a lot of questions were definitely in. Quite a lot of people were asking me about David Raya, the Brentford goalkeeper, and why is he being linked to the club Arsenal, and also it's been a bit silent for Mohammed Kudus. What's going on? There is a lot that's definitely going on when it comes to transfer business. We're going to be tackling quite a big number of football players, and also, do not forget that we're also going to be talking about the one and only, of course, David Raya. That's a must. We're going to talk about him, and we're going to talk about Mohamed Kudus. Also, there is still a possibility of signing signing Moises Caicedo. I must say, there is still a chance. There is still a chance of signing Moises Caicedo. But also, still, Arsenal has its own targets. This summer transfer window is a big number, and every football player that is signed, definitely, there goes a tick. And for a football player like Kai Havertz, was already signed, already played, that's a tick for the football player. Urian Timber, also another tick, and Urian Timber, don't forget that Urian Timber really could be playing alongside Mohamed Kudus the next season. Just the season is almost starting, 10 days to go, isn't it? No longer 10, I think now it's 9 days to go. Then we can obviously say this season has officially begun. And not forgetting, apart from that, then there could be still more information to come in. Those two football players done, Declan Rice done, and now Arsenal are on the fourth signing, and Arsenal is showing no hopes of giving up in this summer transfer window. Still signing. And so, actually, what happened last season? The fact that Arsenal ended up in the second position, Arsenal realized there was a big possibility of getting to the first position, and that's why Arsenal is now into a big transfer window, summer transfer window. Get all the football players that are definitely needed at the club Arsenal. Also, there is a young talent that we also could be talking about, and that's the Brazilian and also Grêmio superstar, very good midfielder. That's Bitelo. Anyway, let's get the party rolling. Whom should we definitely start with? Let's start with David Raya. David Raya, who played for, he's been playing for Brentford. He's been a very good goalkeeper for Brentford, and he's put in his request. And good news is that personal terms have already been agreed. And after personal terms being agreed, now it is up to the club Arsenal and Brentford to sort out themselves with the player issues, player and club all done. He would like to move to London. He would like to play football for the club Arsenal. He would like to go in the goals for the club Arsenal. And this will definitely create big competition, healthy competition between Bukayo Saka, not Bukayo Saka. Why am I talking about Bukayo Saka? Because he's in my mind. I've got something to talk about him. But this will create competition for the football goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, and then the one and only David Raya. And this is very serious. This deal is very and extremely serious, as we could definitely be seeing this deal. We most likely going to see an advancement on this deal today. We expect Arsenal to put in an official bid for the football player, a bid that is going to seal this deal today. So already Brentford said they need £40 million, but Arsenal is not willing to pay the £40 million. But Arsenal is expected to put in a bid any minute from now, any second from now. Arsenal is expected to put in a bid that is less than £40 million, but also quite favorable. That is in the region of 30 to 35 million pound. Let's really hope everything goes on quite well, and the goalkeeper can really get to the club Arsenal. As we definitely know, that will create healthy competition, big competition, and Aaron Ramsdale will definitely not be very comfortable, because when you are just one, sometimes you get comfortable. You need to get out of your seat, really comfortable seat, so that you can favorably compete. Arsenal had a problem of depth last season, and I think next season this shouldn't be a problem whatsoever. Why am I saying so? I'm saying so because already Arsenal is looking at alternatives in almost every region. Looking at an alternative of Gabriel Jesus. Looking at an alternative of Bukayo Saka. Looking at an alternative of Aaron Ramsdale. The problem of depth is definitely going to be sorted. I mean, look, there is already Balogun. Balogun is going, by the look of things, is going nowhere. There's a big possibility that Balogun is going to be an Arsenal football player next season. Is not going anywhere, because Balogun himself, he ruled out a loan move. He told Arsenal, you either sign me permanently, give me a good deal, let me be here, let me get first team football, or compete for my place in the first 11. The starting 11, or you sell me. And he was crystal clear. And Arsenal have also put a price tag of £50 million. West Ham came up and said they needed a football player, but they didn't have the £50 million. So Balogun could most likely be an Arsenal football player next season. Big possibility. However, having talked about Balogun, let's talk about, and also having talked about depth problem at the club Arsenal and how Mikel Arteta is really tackling this problem. Now, there is MOHAMMED KUDUS. MOHAMMED KUDUS is a very good one, a very wonderful striker. He can play as a striker. He can be a number 9, by the way, MOHAMMED KUDUS. He can be a defensive midfielder. He can be an attacking midfielder. That's how good he is. But he's rarely played as a defensive midfielder. He's always focused on the forward section, either striker or an attacking midfielder. Always there. So it will be noted that he's always tried his level best to make sure that he can improve his game over time. And at this moment in time, there is quite a lot of good news that the club Arsenal is very much into bringing him to the club Arsenal to also put competition for the club for the football player Bukayo Saka. And also Bukayo Saka cannot play all games, because last season he played almost every game. Out of the 38 games that there was, he played almost every game, really. So, and if he gets an injury, then Arsenal gets a problem. So, next season is going to be an amazing season for the club Arsenal because of all these alternatives. I mean, imagine a club that has MOHAMMED KUDUS in it. It's got David Raya in it. It's got Urin Timber, Kai Havertz. It's got Declan Rice. All these class football players just being added to the club that already finished second in the Premier League. That definitely is going to be an amazing thing for the club Arsenal. I think it's going to be wonderful. I think it's going to be all right. I think it's going to be okay for the club Arsenal, and Arsenal is going to compete. And do not forget that there might be an official bid by the club Arsenal today. So stick around. When it comes in, I'll definitely be the first person to bring it to you straight, live, and clear. Otherwise, please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you do not miss out on whatever I've got to bring to you, as long as it's sports and as long as it is Arsenal related right about here at the Arsenal chapter with me, your very host, about KALS. I tell thank you and goodbye for now.